Huh? What? What's up? Huh? Yeah. What? Turn the lights out. Huh? Yeah.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JB, Mr. Major Man, Mr. 504. Bonjour, que paso? Welcoming y'all back to the Debunk showroom. Actually, this is just a video, man. See, like I said this a few videos back, man. People have been giving Jordan Brand a lot of gripe about what they've been doing and everything that's been going on with them. Like, people, I'm gonna just be real with you, people are never satisfied. Like, they be so fixated on BS that they fail to realize Jordan Brand has really gave us a lot of gems in the last 3 years. And I just want to run through a few of them. Like, I'm not talking about just regular, I'm just not talking about particular OG, well, this is particular OGs, but I'm talking about OGs that Jordan has actually worn. Like, Jordan Brand has been dropping them on us for like the last 3 years since the remaster process. But I really just want to go through a couple of shoes right here to show all the OG Chicago Bulls played in shoes that Jordan played in, that Jordan has released since they did the remaster series. Because a lot of people just say they haven't been giving us what we wanted, and I feel like that on the contrary, they have been giving us stuff. But like I said, people are just stuck in that mind frame where they think they're gonna, like, everything is trash. Like, they automatically just default to everything being trash. But I'm gonna just give y'all a rundown of some of these things right here, and I'm gonna start right here with this shoe right here in particular, and that is the Air Jordan 1 Band. Like, this released in 2016, and like I said before, man, like, this is the shoe, the band shoe, the shoe that pretty much, one of the shoes that pretty much started it all, that set the tone for what the sneaker culture would eventually develop into. But yes, the band one, like, they gave us this classic shoe, and they made it in abundance, man. They gave just enough for everybody to get a pair. And if you didn't get a pair, I mean, resale is now damn near 400 on these by itself. So, I mean, if you didn't get them, it's probably because you didn't put in the work. Like, you gotta put in the work to get stuff like this. And then they incorporated that little tumble leather and everything, still gave us a little stiff black leather. But I mean, overall, this is the shoe that every collector needs to have in their collection. Like, if they release, this is probably one of the most released Jordan 1s, OG Jordan 1s ever, because I think it came out at least 6 times already. But yes, the Air Jordan 1 Band, bread, whatever you want to call it, black and red. That this is an OG shoe that, like, this is one that they dropped on us. And another one that they gave us was also the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe, the poster Jordan, like the promo Jordan. This is actually the shoe that was promoted, and the one that was originally surfaced, like, before they even released the band and the bread colorways. Like, this is the one that he actually did the Jumpman pose in. But back in, like, if y'all know, the original samples had Jordan written on there. But overall, like I said, they dropped this on us in 2016 as well. Like probably a month or 2 after they dropped the band ones. But yes, the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe definitely gets into this list as well. Another one, and this is the one that pretty much drove everybody in a frenzy when it came to Jordan Brand. That's the Air Jordan 1 Chicago OG, the one that started, like, the OG one next to the Fragments and the All-Star, that pretty much set the tone of how everybody was gonna act for the next couple of years over ones. And as you can see, I got my 2001, my 2003 keychain that I had for my old Jordan 1s on there. Just wanted to put that little touch on there. But man, this is my overall Grail status shoe. And just like the Black Toes and the Breads that came out, they're around 400, 450 now. If you want to get them on the aftermarket, these have risen up to at least 500 to 550. And like, Nike just, like, when Nike canceled that release, and I remember I had to camp out for I had to get out of retirement and go camp out for these right here. But man, like I said, man, I do not regret going out there at all, man. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get what you want, man. I always preach that, man. Like, but overall, man, like, they can't say, nobody can say that Jordan Brand hasn't given us a gem, and especially these in the OG form, which ain't came out since '94. Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all, but yes, the Air Jordan 1 Chicago OG gets in that list. Now, what I didn't include in the list was the Air Jordan 2 Low, because Jordan did play in the Air Jordan 2 Low. Don't get me wrong, he also played in that Converse pack Jordan as well. I just didn't buy those. I didn't get those shoes. But I mean, I will eventually add those into the collection. But they haven't released the red and white Chicago High, and they haven't released the red and white, and they haven't released the OG Chicago with the black midsole on their high. Like, if they would have had those, I probably would have already had them in the collection. But there's no Air Jordan 2s. Like, those are the only 2s that have not been remastered yet. And like I said, I'm only including remastered OG retros, not anything that came out 2014, 2013, and before that. But I do want to include this shoe right here, and that's the Air Jordan 3 OG that came out this year, 2018, with the Nike Air brand on the back, true to form, and also on the bottom with the Nike on there, and also the Nike hang tag as well. Can't get no more classic retro than this OG shoe, and this is, like I said before, my birthright shoe, and I haven't did a review on this shoe yet, but that will be coming. I know it's gonna be late, but still, this is the shoe that every collector needs in their collection. A OG, a black cement, or a white cement. It doesn't matter. As long as you have one of the two, you are good, as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people, they got people that say they don't like threes, but I'm sorry. You, as a collector, you need this shoe in your collection. I'm just being all the way real. For all intents and purposes, this needs to be in your collection. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But yes, the Air Jordan 3 black cement, definitely a gem from Jordan Brand. Another shoe will also have to go to the OG white cement 4s. Classic shoe. Another shoe that was always on my grail list. My favorite Jordan 4 of all time, the white cement. My second favorite will always be the Fire Reds as well. I'm praying y'all release that with the Nike Air on the back. Just please give me that shoe, man. But yes, this shoe right here was technically the second iteration of the retro OGs for anything above the ones. First it was the True Blue. No, matter of fact, it was the white cements first that had the Nike Air. You know, the retro 88s. Then this one, but the retro 88s were never remastered. So technically, this is the first one. So with that being said, like I said, man, these right here, another shoe needs to be in the collection. So I mean, like I said, another Jordan gem, and people still complain for whatever reason. And this is not bad quality at all. Like I said, they kept this as much true to OG as they possibly could. OG bottom, everything. The Air Jordan 4 white cement. I don't know. It kind of was a hit and miss for a lot of people, but I feel like you need to have it. This is a classic shoe as well, and that is the Air Jordan 7 Hairs. My personal favorite pair, as far as 7s are concerned. Also the Carmines, which, like I said, they didn't get included because they're not. I mean, look, I'm saying the Carmines. I meant to say the Cardinal 7s, which are also my favorite, but they haven't been remastered, so therefore they do not get into this list. But true OG fashion, got everything. They went all the way out. They even included the Nike Air on the inside. But the Hair 7s, part of the remaster series was another start for Jordan Brand. Like, people were giving this gripe, but the leather on here is actually good. One of my favorite models, all as far as sevens are concerned, and also the only thing they missed right here was widening out this part right here. They still gave us the 2014 and 13 tongue right there where it's not widened out. But overall, man, like I said, dope shoe, dope quality. Can't go wrong with Air Jordan 7 hair. And now, one of my all-time favorite Jordan models, probably the one that really set me off into the sneaker game. The Tupac, All Eyes on Me, Air Jordan 9 OG Chicago's. Like, this is the shoe that got me into the sneaker game. The Air Jordan 9 Retro was actually the shoe that gave me the love of the game. Like, for real. Like, had I not laid eyes on this shoe, I probably wouldn't have been as deep in the Jordans as I possibly could have been. Like, the Air Jordan 9 is my favorite model. Like, as far as Jordans are concerned, man. Like, y'all just don't know the appreciation I have for this shoe right here, the Air Jordan 9. But like I said, this shoe has memories that transcends basketball itself. But yes, I love the Air Jordan 9. Dope shoe, dope quality. They kept it OG just like it's supposed to be, with the Nike Air on the inside. And also, like I said, man, they did justice with this particular one right here, and I can't be mad at it. And like I said, man, they've been giving us what we want. It's just people are just so fickle. That whole, if it's limited thing, it's starting to bite people in the ass now. And I said that was gonna happen. Y'all let things sit, and now y'all paying the price for it. So I feel no remorse about using my resources now, as far as getting shoes that I personally want for myself. But yeah, the Air Jordan 9, my grail list, but also another gem from Jumpman. Another one on the list, this model has to go, my other favorite all-time model, the Air Jordan 10. Look, I'm about to say Bulls over Broadway, but double nickels. Like I said, man, the real I'm back shoe. And like I said, Jordan Brand's coming hard with the 10s this year. They got the shadows coming back out. They got the steel toes, the steel 10s. I call them the steel toes because they putting that toe back onto the damn shoe. I'll get into a rant about that later. But anyway, yes, like the OG Chicago colorway. And this is another PE that they dropped on us that Jordan actually wore with his time as a Bull, and people kind of semi-slept on it, but like, these are going to be a regret for a lot of people in the long run, man. And I'm happy that I got this in my collection, because this is a dope shoe, and like I said, 10s are one of my favorite models. One of my favorite models, just like 9s. But yes, a gem that dropped, the Air Jordan that they gave us during the remastered, the Air Jordan 9. Now, with this retro right here, just like with the 4s and I think the 4s and, matter of fact, yeah, as of right now, it's only the 4s. And the Chicago 9s, like, other than that, no other OG colorways have actually came out. Oh, and also I forgot the Bordeaux 7s. Those were another remastered OG Jordan that came out, which I forgot to add on the list. But this shoe right here, the Air Jordan 11 Space Jam, or the Eastern Conference semifinals. But these right here with the 45 on the back, with the Nike Air on the inside. Wait, why they give me that tag? Yeah, Nike Air. Excuse me, Nike Air on the inside. Classic OG, and this is really the only like I know people are gonna count the Columbia, but that was before the remaster, so that doesn't get into this list. But this shoe is as of right now, the Concords are set to release. This is the only 11 that was released during the only OG 11 released during the remaster process. So we have not seen an OG colorway of Air Jordan 11 come out yet. We haven't seen Breads. We haven't seen Concords, even though they were supposed to release this year. Space Jams are the only ones that actually have came out that is an OG colorway. But as far as I'm concerned, like I said, man, this is one of the dopest shoes, like a shoe that you definitely need in the collection. And I have no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And like I said, a remaster 11 has made this list. And another shoe that hasn't had another OG colorway come out, and this is the only one that came out, was the Air Jordan 12 Flu Game, or black and red, or the Bread 12s. I prefer to call them the black and red 12s because, like, I mean, there's a shoe dedicated to the Flu Game with that. But neither here nor there, like I said. But in any case, no other 12 has come out yet in an OG colorway other than these right here. The Cherries have not released. The French Blues do not count because that came out in 2004. That was that came out as a retro colorway. That was never a actual OG colorway. And Jordan never played as a Bull in no French Blues. But he played at these. He played in the Taxis, which is supposed to come out. He played in the Playoffs. He played in the Cherries. He also played I feel like I'm missing one. But in any case, like I said, these are the only 12s that actually in OG colorway to release during the remaster process. And like I said, I'm not mad at that. And they're supposed to be dropping more colorways, but hopefully we'll be getting some soon. And I'm looking forward to the please Jordan Brand release the Flint 12s, man. I need those in my life, man. Y'all played us with those gray and white 12s that y'all gave us in the grade school. Please give us those Flint gray 12s, man. But yes, the Air Jordan Flu Game remastered. This next shoe right here is a OG. It is a shoe that Jordan wore, but it never released as an OG. But he did wear this, and this is the first time this particular shoe in this colorway has released. And that's the Air Jordan Low Bread, or I like to call him the Low Playoff, because this is when he actually played in this particular shoe. Now, hence the only difference between this and the one he wore and the one that was in the playoffs. It had a black liner and not the red. But I also could have included the 11 Low Breads, because he did wear those as well in the playoffs, but I don't have that shoe, so I didn't include it in the list. But I do have the Bread Low 12, the Bread Low 13s, and these, in my opinion, are one of the, like, I see nothing wrong with this shoe. I don't know why people had a gripe on it, because they like it's a low top, but it's still a dope shoe, and this is still a shoe that he wore on court. He actually wore this particular colorway on court, and that is why this gets a pass in the remastered class. And another shoe has to go to, that's been in a remastered form, is the Air Jordan 13 Chicago, or Cherry as some people like to call it. These are definitely a dope shoe. Great quality, excellent craftsmanship. Don't really have no flaws in it, as I said in my review when I did on these. But yes, my overall, like I said, my overall opinion, man, they did this shoe justice. And like I said, this was the first 13 high to release as a, no, actually Chris Paul's was. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but this is the first OG colorway of the remastered process for the for Retro 13 high, and that's in Chicago. And last but not least, these right here. Now I know I forgot one other shoe, and that was the Retro 5. That was the metallic 5. That's because I don't have that, but those will soon be in the those will be in the collection soon too. But this shoe right here was surprisingly sad, and people were like I feel like that's gonna bite people in the behind later on. But that's the Air Jordan 13 bred in its OG form, 3M and all, in its all of its glory. One of 2 OG colorways to come out for the Air Jordan 13 in the remastered series. The He Got Games are supposedly supposed to drop this coming August, but like I said, man, these right here, these are classics. These are classic shoes right here. Glad I got these in the collection. But yes, like I said, man, Jordan Brand has given us gems. It's just up to us to want to be able to really see it as that. But again, like I said, man, I want to thank y'all for tuning into the showroom. And as always, man, I want to say this to y'all: stay true, stay fly, stay blessed. Get that thumbnail for y'all. And I am JC Baby, and hopefully I will be dropping another video for y'all in the next couple of days. I'm trying not to give y'all a long break before I go on my hiatus for a little while. But thank y'all again. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you ain't do it. And also, man, keep watching your boys' videos, cause I do this for y'all, man. I do this for y'all. Appreciate you, and I'll see y'all in the next video. You dig?